All good. And we're now live. So that means we have a few Dungeon Master patrons that we're playing with today. We have Zutero, a Bard Sorcerer Warlock. A Bard Sorcerer Clockwork Sorcerer specifically, who is a human. We have B, our Sorcerer Paladin, who is an Aasimar, who plays in pretty much every session. Then we have Yahiri. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing that one right. Yahiri is a Life Cleric Tiefling. And then we have our Scribe Wizard Archfey Warlock, who is a half-elf. They had a list of quests up on their board. They got to decide and figure out what they wanted to take as far as the quest of the day. And there was a urgent cry for help from a rural village. It's hard to say rural village. The rural juror or whatever. So I'll put your token on screen. So the rural village was just under the effect of a massive catastrophe, and they were trying to ask for whatever help they could. So now we are at the Adventurers Hall. There's the usual hustle and bustle. You know that there's some level of urgency to head out and help the people of this village. What would you all like to do?
So, what would we know at this point? Do we have like, what's it? Is there something we can? What have we?
Is there any information on the village?
Yeah, you can definitely get some information. And thanks, James Phillips. Glad you're able to jump into the second stream. And So
it's a 2 for a week.
Yeah, it is a 2 for a week. Yahiri, I think you were saying something.
Oh, no.
Nope. Okay. I just saw your little icon glowing. But so as far as things you want to know about the village, go ahead and make a history check to see if there's anything you know offhand or if there's anything particular you might want to ask. That history check's pretty good. That is another really good history check.
Glad we're getting someone who's actually finally getting someone who is intelligent.
Yeah,
we're smart.
Yeah, it's the first time we actually have some decent intelligence builds. So with those, you know that this is oh,
and there's the balancing.
Yep. There's the nat ones. So you do know Zutero, and you're able to remember what you know of this town. It's definitely a farming town, kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's got a little quaint feel to it. There's never really been a whole lot of news about it. In fact, people kind of refer to the town as this, just it's almost it's its own term for just, you're from the middle of nowhere. Nobody really gives a crap about that area. It's that rural.
It's a big BFE.
Yep.
Yeah. And
more or less.
They would even call it more of a tiny village, just oh, you're out from the tiny village. There's not really a whole lot.
Those term.
A catastrophe, so people are hurt, maybe there's a giant crater.
Nobody really knows, as it very, very recently happened, but you would be on the right track to think that there would be people hurt and possibly giant craters from explosions or something.
Okay.
Healing potions.
Healing potions.
Pass them out to all the villagers.
I already have. Oh right, yeah, more healing for people. Yeah.
All right. So, is there anything that you guys want to pick up,
Should
discuss?
we buy some healing potions, or because I do have lay on hands and my ASMR healing thing already.
Yeah, I do have a bunch of healing actions.
Yeah, obviously our life cleric has plenty of healing.
Actions too. I can every now or I think cure wounds as well.
Man, I just keep going in and out of.
I do too.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Discord.
Yeah. So you guys want to head on out, or you do want to do anything else?
I'm feeling like just like a little bit of. You can like raise the town spirits a little bit. Maybe I can.
That's probably a great idea. Get the village to rally around each other and boost up the spirits. All right, so you guys are going to go ahead and head out. You take the fastest coach available, or fastest horses, unless there's anything else you want to grab along the way.
Nope. I think we're set.
No,
All right.
I think we're good. Yeah.
All right, Zutero, you perform a ballad along the way to help urge your horse to run faster, and it works with that performance check. You wind up in a village. Let me bring up that map. Hooah. You're in a very large map, but it is,
Holy.
yeah. You would put yourself in the top left corner, which already did. And I'll put you over here too. And Yahiri, yeah, looks like you're going to be the mystery blank figure today. But so we get you arrive to the town. Make a general perception check, everybody.
$17.
So we got 17 for Zutero. Yeah, at least we got Zutero, Yahiri. You're both able to, immediately get the lay of the town and immediately start assessing the damage, while B and you're just like kind of overwhelmed by the chaos, as it appears that like something has struck half of these buildings. There's fires, there's craters everywhere. People are screaming, people are crying. There's definitely lots of injuries. It appears that this entire place was decimated by some sort of event, but you've never seen something like this, especially if you've never... Yeah, I mean, you're very new to being level 18. It's not... It would be similar to Godzilla as far as the destruction, but instead of like giant footprints, it's like there's pure just holes and craters in the ground.
Oh.
So a giant ball just hopped through here.
You're on the right track with giant ball, but there is a lot of them.
Above the table question.
One Punch Man? Boros? No, that's no. Can I use my divine sense?
You could use your divine sense, yes.
I use it to see if I get anything from...
All right, what creatures can you sense with divine sense again?
Let's see. Fiend, Celestial... Hold on. Fiend, Celestial, Undead... That's it.
You do get the feeling of a celestial.
General Zod? No, he would not be a Celestial.
Are there
Aliens be Celestials?
any buildings that are still connected?
Yeah, there's like this one in the middle of town seems to be in relatively good shape, and some people are tending to go around it.
Can I roll a couple of Arcana and history checks to see if I might be able to pick up what is going on here?
Yeah, make an Arcana check first.
19 on the dice.
Yeah.
34.
So you've seen destruction of this similar to this on a slightly smaller scale, or at least you're aware of it, as it would be something similar to the spell Meteor Swarm.
Oh,
So can I? It says I know the location of the thing that I like sense. So where is the Celestial?
You sense that it is. Oh, how
Wait,
far?
is this Naruto?
How far can you sense the celestial?
60 feet.
Oh, then you could not sense it. Sorry, but there is one. So I spoiled that part.
I move here and then I use it.
You still cannot sense one.
Okay, yeah.
can you
Can I try-
go?
We should try to talk to the people.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
All right.
See what happened here.
Let's go.
Ain't no best knowledge than the first-hand knowledge.
Mm-hmm. So you.
I'd like to
Okay.
roll in. Like a persuasion check.
Yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Another natural 19.
Wow.
And what are you trying to persuade in what ways?
Give us the town.
Feel at ease, just on a little bit. Get them to feel a little bit at ease. Share what they can, and try to okay mentally that you can function.
Yeah, so you're essentially just trying to calm down the masses, and that makes sense. So yeah, you're able to get people a bit more orderly. They all start helping each other out a bit more, and like you see more people worrying about their fellow person rather than just like frantically running around at this point.
Awesome.
Okay.
Can I put some add-ons to do a performance check because I just want to like perform for the people
Yeah, sure. Go
a little
ahead.
bit.
Make a performance check.
The notes are two dropping in and out. So. Oh, okay. Only a 29, but okay.
All right. Yeah, that's still pretty solid. You're able to really boost up the feel of the crowd, and you're definitely lifting their spirits. You do see a fair amount of heavily injured people, especially B and as you get very close to where people are, trying to all meet up, and you see that there is like posters of like, hey, can you find so-and-so? We haven't been able to find them. And then you also see like people with missing limbs or severely injured body parts as they have been like directly struck or have like got crushed by certain falling debris, all sorts of stuff.
Hey, can we just ask them, hey, what happened here?
And they say, it just started coming down from the sky out of nowhere. We don't know how it... I mean, was this magic? Was this something else? And like you hear people just kind of frantically talking about it. And from the gist of it, you get the idea that like it did start raining fire from the sky.
Armageddon or deep. Sorry, just making those.
Independence Day.
And
I will say that
How
one
big is
person
this area?
was very close and is going to get inspiration when it's really guessed.
Meteor Swarm covers this area.
Yeah, so it is definitely too big of an area to have been covered by just one casting of Meteor Swarm, just from the sheer
So
amount of
the
damage. But
person that
yeah,
can cast multiple Meteor Swarms.
quick question: can we just roll medicine checks to just try out?
what kind of check? Sorry.
What?
Yeah, you're
Medicine.
medicine check. Yeah, go for it.
Oh, for the
See if we can.
villagers.
Yeah.
I would suggest going to like a sort of like
I rolled garbage. Never mind my.
uh,
Yeah,
The
you,
health pack shit.
you, you hear you. What were you gonna say?
Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Maybe find where the hospital check or something.
Yeah, there's like this town is so rural that there's more of like a village doctor, and that one person looks just ragged as they're trying to like frantically help as many people as they can.
Hold on. Can I
Jerry would probably try and help him out.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make either an insight or medicine check,
Oh,
and you can do so at advantage since you are a life cleric.
oops. One.
That's weird that no numbers popped up.
So it says 11 there on the thing, but it doesn't say the what the
That's
modifier.
right.
It's
I'm
plus
just gonna
5.
tap it twice. Try putting advantage. But it would-
Yeah, you can just tap it again. That's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you
okay.
with a 25, you're able to effectively triage and get a good idea of like, all right, we got these people are in the most dire conditions. I got to help these people first. These people can be okay for a little bit. Like you're able to assess the severity on the fly, and you are working like a doctor in an ER at this point.
Wait, medicine is a wisdom stat? It was
Yeah.
intelligence.
No, nature is. It's weird. It's very funny that way.
Yeah. And thank you for subscribing, Kid Sid. So, yeah, you're able to effectively start helping people over and over again. Even the people that are on death's door. Do you happen to have what's that one that one cantrip that allows you to stabilize somebody that I'm forgetting?
Spare to die.
Yeah. Do you have spare the dying?
I do not.
Okay. Well, then you're still able to effectively help treat those who would be on death's door, but it just takes you a little longer. But you are definitely contributing to an incredible degree, and this doctor looks incredibly thankful, despite the fact he looks exhausted.
Okay, so we have somebody who either multiple people who can cast Meteor Swarm, or just one person that can cast Meteor Swarm multiple times. So either multiple casters or like a CR30 dragon.
Ready for
Alright,
CR?
that's. I did kill a CR25. That was from luck. So, okay, let's figure out what happened, and yeah, I have no idea where to go from here.
Yeah, I hear if I ask.
But-
She's healing, but then anybody can check like the craters and.
Yeah, if you want to
Yeah, we
start,
can-
if you want to
Yeah,
start
we can
checking
just
the
check
craters,
the craters.
sure.
Okay.
I mean, it might just come up as like a regular meteor swarm, though. Or
Yeah, you start checking out the craters. What are you going to do to check the craters?
And cast not dispel. What is it? Where's my
Detect magic?
thing? Yes.
Yes. You cast Detect Magic, and you sense nothing magical about it. This seems to be an entirely natural event.
so actual meteors just happen.
Yes.
Oh.
Is it that one thing where the moon comes to life and then tries to kill everyone?
I don't know what that is, but it sounds kind
I
of
don't
awesome.
know what that is either. Natural meteors.
Yes.
Moonfall?
Make
Skyfall.
make an investigation, or you can make a nature or investigation check now that you've discovered that it is mostly natural.
Meteors.
Okay. Anyone else wanna?
Was it
What?
history or nature?
Investigation or nature.
Investigation.
So you and Zutero, you kind of like dig through some of the rubble, and you find these like very strange green rocks.
Wait, so this is Superman?
It is Superman.
Oh,
So do I get inspiration?
You do get inspiration because you guessed Zod before. I was just waiting to see if anybody actually said
Oh
Superman.
wait, we're gonna have to fight Superman.
Uh,
I mean, your
it-
build, he wasn't that strong. So.
Yeah, well, I'm not using I'm not using my build, and two, we're actually not
Okay.
using Superman, but a movie that was using Superman as a reference to make more of an evil version.
Right, Burn?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, we're fighting now. Oh, we're fighting a child.
Well, I mean, he's a very evil, very powerful child. As you start going,
Try convince him to be on the light side, or I don't know. I'm not. B isn't as good with killing children as Leviathan is.
so you start going through the rubble, and as you find these rocks, you do hear a voice from overhead that just says, "Put those down." And it is as it's floating about 60
Sleight
feet
of
above
hand.
you. Yeah, make a sleight of hand check. Do so at disadvantage, though. So just roll again,
Okay.
and I'm going to take the
Can I do the help action?
No, because he's not near you at the moment. But yeah, so you roll a 14 as you try to hide it, but he's standing above you, or he's floating above you, flying. And let me clear this out. We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
all right. Before we do that, I'm going to use
Wow,
give
this is
Alacrity.
surprisingly quick. Like combat starting.
Let's go.
Oh wait, no, I have to click. Ah.
Hey, it's okay. I'll add that to your thing. So you got a 24.
My garbage.
I got to roll
Every
D8
time I
with
roll-
this. Okay.
Let me.
Okay.
Okay, we're fighting an evil Superman. Oh wait, is he immune to fire damage? He's.
So
Oh.
19 plus
Is he
a
immune or
D8.
resistant to fire damage?
Here and you
So
know
22.
You know it's got a 22. All right. And then I need. All right. Let's take it in descending order. B, you are up first. This person is floating over the top of you by about 60 feet. And they told you to stop
Jeez.
messing with the rocks, and they're just kind of floating up there. You can hardly even see them against the sun.
Okay, let's see. Would he be immune to fire? Because his name is Brightburst.
I mean, you don't know his
Or would
name.
he just be resist?
Plus, you know, I alter all the characters when I put them in D&D form, anyways.
I cast Firebolt.
Okay. All he did was tell you to drop it, and you're
No,
gonna
no,
go.
no, right? Yeah, I put down the rock.
Okay.
'Cause he's okay. From my perspective, he is just a child, right?
He's wearing a strange mask over his face.
How
and
tall
hello,
is he?
Zidane.
And what does his voice sound like?
Make a perception check.
Oh boy. Okay.
Because he is 60 feet away. He's flying up in the sun.
Okay.
You just kind of get like a vague outline of him, and the perspective that you have, you can't really tell exactly how tall he is. His voice is just kind of like, it's a much more normal tone than mine, but it is more of a generic. But hi, Zidane. Thank you for popping in.
I mean, okay. If he can destroy an entire town, I'd want to avoid fighting him. So I'll put it down.
Okay.
Okay. But wait, I'll put it down and I'll ready my action to, I guess, cast a spell if he does anything.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Then you're up.
All right. Is going to cast. I can't. I love it how it just used damage because I'm not using it for damage. I'm going to use I can't say that word.
Investiture.
Of
Yeah, investiture.
Of
of
wind.
wind. Yeah.
just so I can start flying. And how high does this get up?
I would have to look that one up. Check. Invest.
You said 60 feet.
Yeah, he is 60 feet.
60 feet and you're 10 feet
Awesome.
away, so that'd be 70 feet of movement.
Well, luckily I just gained 60 feet of flying speed.
Yep. So you fly right up next to him, and you get a
Yep.
good look at him. He is he seems to be a little shorter than you. He's more like 5'2" at this point, and he is like wearing some sort of mask over his face. You see these glowing red eyes underneath, and you see this cloak billowing behind him, and he is just staring you down.
We'll say, "Hey, what's going on?
And he's like, "This is."
Are you go okay?"
He looks at you and just says, "This is my town. What are you doing here?"
Just heard there was a catastrophe and there was people hurt, so we came to help.
Well, it's mine now.
And how are you helping?
It's like, I don't need to help. It's my town. I can do what I want with it.
So I got bonus action. Let's see here.
And Zidane, your party thinks that you're a vampire, but you're actually just a warforged. Why do they think that you're a vampire if you're a warforged? That's the big question. So what else?
He doesn't sleep.
Oh yeah, I guess because he doesn't sleep. I guess that makes sense.
But he's in sunlight all the time.
Okay, just getting ready. If he attacks, I'll use bonus action manifest mine. So my book will start floating in front of me.
Yeah. So you have this like book that starts floating right in front of you, and you're floating around with your investiture of wind. And Yahiri, it's your turn.
Alright, so I'll be able to hear him on the ground, like from this conversation in the air.
Make a perception check. And I'm just gonna scoot you a little closer, just for the sake of. Yeah, with that perception check, it's like for some reason you have unreasonably good hearing, but you are able to hear that conversation.
And by his tone of voice, does he sound like he's
Make an insight
like
check.
mad and getting ready to attack?
Yeah, make an insight check on that. He does sound like kind of unstable, like he's just like ready to fight at a moment's notice, and he's just like looking for a reason.
Alright, so hearing this and sensing this, your hearing will try and cast Calm Emotions.
Calm emotions. All right, cool.
Yeah,
This will be interesting.
Yeah.
as you can see.
Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere must make a charisma saving throw. And your spell save is 20.
Oh,
He.
wait, charisma?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely not high charisma.
Yeah, he is not a high charisma. He fails. So he chills out a bit. And he is currently charmed by you. Let's see. Target indifferent about creatures of your... Yeah, so what exactly do you want to do with it? Because you can make the people indifferent about you and your people, or you can also just chill them out, or you can make them charmed by you.
Yeah, I just want to, like, I guess in the way of testing it, just like,
Just like, yo,
Right.
chill the F out. Yeah, all right. So out of nowhere, you just see like his tension just kind of like slumps a little bit, and he's like, and you see him take this deep breath. And anything else you want to do with your turn?
Yeah. Pass right now.
All right, cool. Then,
Yeah.
I
you,
love to see. I have never seen that spell ever used, and
yeah,
this is like a
Really?
perfect moment for it.
yeah.
Huh.
So you,
Really? I see the spell like it's used more often than dispel magic for me.
yeah. So you see him just kind of start to hover to the ground. He kind of like just stops flying and plummets down, but then suddenly like arrests his movement and stops like and hovers about a foot off the ground and then gently lands. Uh, and he just starts looking around the town. He's like, I guess there is a little fixing up. And then he just kind of seems indifferent about it. And then, Zutero, it's your turn.
I've got some. I'm gonna layer up that charm effect is my initial thought. So I feel like running up to that, but I want to make sure I'm also in the air too. So I'm gonna make sure that my broom is activated and I'm moving in the air, roughly within 10-foot radius or something like that. Yeah, sorry, within a 30-foot radius of charm person. And I'm gonna use my first level spell slot for that. Charm person. I get like I actually want one use of that free.
Okay. He fails. He is charmed by you.
Worry
Wait,
not.
but having calm emotions suppresses him being charmed, isn't it?
Oh, does it?
Doesn't it? So
You
they
can-
they
you-
would just cancel out.
Well, you can suppress any effect charming a creature. You don't have to.
Right.
You'll become hostile to us right after charm person ends. So.
I mean, the calm emotion is being concentrated on. So so like while it's being concentrated on, he's not going to be hostile until both
Yeah.
spells end, I think.
Yeah, all right. So if his charisma is bad, right? So if anyone has plane shift, we could just send him to hell. If you guys wanna.
I do actually have plane shift. I don't we don't necessarily want to put him in hell. We could put him in where I spent a lot of time, the Feywild, see what happens. But
You'll just burn everything.
Put this kid in the void.
Astral plane? No, I teleport to the astral plane on my horse regularly. It's a long
let's see.
story.
We can modify memory too. That's another wisdom save for 19 if I cast that afterward. And we could say that, are we out of initiative at this point?
We're still going to keep going through initiative, but we are not in like combat mode, essentially.
Got it. So we want to try to I'd say we can try to take a couple minutes to persuade him not to
You have
my thought.
1 minute because otherwise that calm emotions is going to run out.
Well, charm person lasts 1 hour.
Yeah, so he's charmed by you.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend that 1 minute persuading him.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
I'm pretty sure my DC is gonna be pretty high.
Yeah, but go ahead and make that persuasion check, and I will contest it.
Help
with
action.
my stuff.
Help action. Can I do the help action?
Yeah, if you want to.
You can cast glibness to be safe.
Actually have a bardic inspiration thing I can throw on this too, I think.
All right.
If the peerless skill, yeah. When you make an ability check, you can expend one use of bardic inspiration. Roll the die and add the number to the check. So after you roll before knowing the result. So I'm gonna roll, and then I'm gonna go grab. Oops, that's pretty bad. So I'm gonna definitely gonna add a D12, which is what I think.
Help action.
Yeah.
I could do the help action.
Yeah, so you get advantage
Can
on
I?
it. Yeah. As
Get a
he's
help.
You could
as
cast glibness if you want.
yeah, so as he's trying to convince him, but he wouldn't be able to cast glibness until his next turn. But as you try and convince him, you have B backing you up. And
Okay, so I can.
go ahead.
Okay. All right. I thought I thought I cast it immediately right before initiative started. Thought I snuck it in. I'm gonna throw the one. Not as bad. Ration die
Yeah,
control.
you still get to roll one more persuasion just because B is backing you up, so you get advantage, so you get an extra try on that. Okay, so you got a total of 23. Also, Zidane, proving to them that you're not a vampire depends on if you want to go the fun way or the like more honest way. If you want to go the fun way and just like completely throw your party off, just be like, see, I don't need to drink blood, and then you like just start surrounding yourself in pools of blood, and they're like, cool, you don't need to drink blood, but like that's a little screwed up, dude. Or you have,
Chug a bottle of oil just in front of them.
yeah, or you
So
could
start making it clear you're a warforged. Like drink oil whenever you're like in a bar.
There you go.
yeah.
Like call them like my fellow humans. Like
You know,
Yeah.
eat some screws, some bolts.
Unless you're
Yeah.
trying to hide that you're a warforged, there's plenty of ways to prove you're a warforged. Of just like start knocking on yourself and being like, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, see, it's all metal.
no, next time they ask you to. Next time they ask you to take your helmet off, rip your face off.
Yeah, just like click it off and just be like, see, and then they see all
just
the
do-
gears moving around.
Like, just like pull a Terminator.
So the 23, by the way, fails.
Oh,
I had a feeling
Okay, we're doing this.
that Gurmal. I had a feeling.
So is he hostile now?
He is not hostile because he's still like calmed, but he just wasn't persuaded.
No. You want to just try again next round?
Now B, it is your turn.
I'll try persuade him.
Okay. Hello, dark. All right. I couldn't
Help
help
action,
I
maybe?
can't help myself because I saw darkness say hello, and I wanted to say hello, darkness, and then I immediately wanted to say my
Hello,
old
darkness,
friend.
Yeah, I have it on my soundboard. I'm not gonna play it though, because
Yeah. Thank you for not getting me a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you do the persuasion check. Go for it.
Inspiration die for this.
It,
Yeah,
help action?
you get the DM inspiration. So go, or not DM, the bardic inspiration.
help action?
Yeah, I'll give you help too.
Okay.
Sure.
So you get advantage and you get the bardic inspiration. Go for it. You got
Okay,
a
that's
21.
not
Roll the d12 on top of it. Ooh,
Oh.
that's
30.
30. All right, let's see.
30.
He still beats it.
I used silvery barbs on his whatever he rolled.
All right, you use silvery
Used silvery
barbs.
barbs on whatever he rolled.
All right, what are you trying to persuade him?
To, you know what? How it is. You leave this town alone, right?
He's like,
I'm
but
trying to convince him to leave the town alone. You can okay, how it is. You can leave the town alone. A lot of fixing up can be done, but honestly, you're above all that, so you can. I have a proposition for you, actually. Do you want to join my hit squad? I'm gonna go kill my sister someday. You can join my hit squad.
and he's
But yeah, I'm gonna convince him to first of all leave the town alone. Basically, leave everyone alone. Like just leave it. Stop terrorizing this town, or well, stop ruling over the town. Like
Eh.
stop terrorizing it, but I phrase it in a way because he thinks he just owns the town. So just let the town go, and I try to convince him to maybe join my hit squad to help me kill my sister.
okay. You do wind up being able to convince him a decent amount. He doesn't like the idea of like working for somebody else, so he doesn't agree.
No,
to
no, no.
your hit squad.
You could you don't have to work for me. We could like work together. It's a thing. Like I've got another sister actually. She'll appear in the next campaign. But
He's like,
yeah,
well, that
we
sounds.
could join a.
He's like, that sounds boring, but I guess I could leave this town alone. I mean,
Yeah, all
I could
right.
go take another town. That's fine. And then, so he's just like about to go wander off, and he's like, I'll just You know, there's probably a few other towns I can just take over. And then,
Oh.
you know, it's your
Yeah, I
turn.
know this one great town. Okay. I'm gonna try send him like towards Nasri.
Okay.
Guys, this kid's about to destroy another town.
Let's send him. Wait, where's the conqueror coming from? Let's send him in his direction.
Send him out.
I don't know.
Sure.
Do we know where he's coming from?
You could send him to Bowser if he's still around. No, he's,
No, that's
Ninja Turtles.
yeah, the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
not
we don't want to
Bowser.
send him to. Yeah, we don't want Mario to have to deal with him.
Can we send him to the ethereal plane? Is there a way for him to get out of there?
You could do that.
And just
feel
have him in there until the conqueror comes, then pop the kid out and be like, go get him.
Well, I can do the. I can burn the whistle on that. What?
You know what a card village is? This place.
Not sure about it, but you know, we could do that. That is plausible.
I mean,
You could just-
you know you've got a
we
6-second
could
time
just-
frame for your turn that you can decide what you want to do with it.
Seconds.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna drop back down to the ground,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use. Okay, here we go. Let's do. He's a kid, right?
I mean, you know he's about 5'2", but he's wearing a mask and he has a smaller frame. And with the wide array of creatures in this universe, you don't know whether or not he is a child or not.
Okay, I'm gonna drop I'm gonna stop concentration and just so this kid doesn't go anywhere. I'm gonna cast Hold Monster on him.
All right.
Are you trying to get me to vaporize him, or?
Oh, we could be in trouble if we.
Hold monster. Wisdom save. Let's see. Wisdom's. Yeah, he passes.
Oh,
But he starts feeling
but
the
you-
sense. He looks at you with a glare at that point. He gets to reroll his other check. He breaks free of calm emotions.
Okay, we're doing this.
He is not happy.
I'll
Just,
bone.
I did ready my action, so is he gonna? Do I get to use that? Or?
Well, you used your last turn for like persuasions and stuff.
Bonus. Creatures would be nice. All right. Bonus action. I'm gonna have Yuno's gonna have Soph use their short bow.
All right, so you take out your short bow. But you already used your
hit.
action for hold monster, right?
Bonus action.
Oh, okay. Then bonus action short. All right, cool. So you use your short bow to hit. Let's see. Does not hit.
Does not hit.
Nope.
Okay.
And
That's it for me.
Zidane,
Oh, no.
I don't know a ton about shadow dragons, but I would assume they don't do well against radiant damage or
Oh,
daylight.
shadow dragons! I love those.
Yeah, I don't know a ton
That's
of
the
them.
first thing. That's the first change into is the. Two.
They always seemed cool, but Yahiri,
Yeah.
your calm emotion has been broken out of. What would you like to do now?
Okay, so seeing. Okay, fire upon it. Let's start.
We need to stop the kid.
He's right there, and I'm gonna. I'll cast Bless to try and put it on all four of us.
Oh, good shot. Yeah, you cast bless.
Makes my second level to get all four.
Oh, bless. We all get blessed.
Yeah, so you all get bless, which means that any attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, you all get to add a D4. So,
Excellent. Thank you.
All right. Nice.
anything else you want to do with bonus action?
exactly have anything for bonus action.
Yeah, I would assume the only thing you would have is like spiritual weapon.
Oh yeah, I can't cast 2 level spells in a turn, right?
Oh yeah, good point. You are correct. Thank you for that one. Yeah, you can't cast 2 leveled spells in a turn. So now it's its turn.
Concentrate.
Oh yeah, you don't have to worry about concentrating on that other spell anymore.
His turn.
Oh, bless. Oh yeah, bless has concentration. So yeah. Yeah. So it is his turn. He looks unhappy. I think he's still charmed by Zutero, but
Yes.
he did feel the hold person from so he's gonna go for and he moves
Yep.
unreasonably quickly. It's like he suddenly appears in front of you, and
Oh, well,
he
thanks.
just tries to hit you as hard as he can. He punches out, but he's still shaking it off, and he like punches straight past your head, and you feel this like rush of wind as it's like so unreasonably strong, but it's just like you're like, oh my god, that I don't know how I dodged that, and then it just
Can I use,
and then he like almost falls past you.
can I use my readied action that I did earlier?
Nope, because you used an action the following turn.
Did I?
Yeah, because you did like persuasion checks and you were trying to convince him and stuff like that.
Convincing someone is an action? Wait, is that a...
It usually is.
Sure.
Yeah. Zutero, what do you want to do?
I got 2 ideas, and they're both terrible. For him. I mean, or whatever. So he's in flight. I'm thinking about he's in flight, so I could fly over to him. 2 options I'm considering. I'm considering either casting levitate or hold person on him. They'd both have the same effect. Or I could cast modify memory while he's charmed up by me.
Dominate person?
I don't have dominate person.
You get
I'd
to
have
pick,
to wait.
you get to pick one. This is the middle of combat, and it technically an entire round happens in the matter of 6 seconds. So it's all like a massive chaos going on. You got to decide what it is on the fly.
Of course. Let me see. Just double checking here. I have. Man, I forgot. Forgot where it was. So sorry. He's here. Levitate is a second level.
And Zidane, are you trying to say that they think you're a robot vampire then? If you talk to them and they told you turning yourself into a robot is to get rid of vampire weaknesses, so therefore you are a vampire robot?
How would that even...
I don't know how that would work, but...
The blood makes the gears turn.
Sure.
You could be like a ghost. Like, have you seen a Ghost of Starscream from Transformers? You're like a dead person possessing a robot.
All right, let me just double check modify memory before I go hold person, which is what I think.
Like Mechagodzilla.
Modify memory is you attempt to reshape another creature's memories. One creature makes a wisdom saving throw. It does take 1 minute. It is a concentration spell up to 1 minute. 1 action. Modify memory doesn't necessarily affect how a creature behaves, particularly if the memory contradicts natural inclinations, alignments, or beliefs. So I might not be able to do anything with that. Okay. I'm gonna
You could make him forget that we tried to cast Hold Monster on him.
That's what I was thinking. I was also gonna see if we could try to remove, the impetus towards domination of other people. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. So, I think the best thing we can do is try to actually slot him. Unfortunately.
He's just a kid too.
I don't. But I don't.
It doesn't
just-
throw meteors out of town.
That's true, but like it's just
He threw it.
Everyone in
Doesn't.
town did kind of hate him before. don't
I mean,
know,
he could just be a
Brightburn,
very
I
he could just be a shorter person.
And
We
he
should have
just
why didn't we just point him towards Nazareth? I should have just said, "Hey, go." That was my plan. I need help if I'm gonna kill Leviathan. That's B's goal now, I guess, because she knows where Leviathan is. So she's gonna remember Leviathan kept trying to recruit people to go into her like grove. That's B's new thing. She's gonna build like a suicide squad. The
Alright.
do or die squad is gonna go after Leviathan.
We have no being. I'm gonna make sure I'm casting a second level slot, and not losing some. Not losing. Cast hold person on him. Sorry for the delay in the action.
No problem. So you cast hold person. Go ahead and cast it. He saves.
That was my charm.
Yep.
Also, there goes my charm. Let me see. I'm gonna double check how I can cast glibness real quick, because otherwise I'm throwing bardic inspirations to everyone.
You
get
try
a bardic.
right after you try and cast that and do your turn. He looks over at Yuno and at he like glares at Yuno and then like brings his eyes across to B as he uses his laser eyes. And I need you both to make a DC 23 dexterity saving throw.
Remember to add a +5 for my thing.
For your paladin
Okay.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, my aura.
that's not
Okay.
gonna
Yeah. So you each
I
take.
used silvery barbs earlier, right? Actually, on his disadvantage. So do I get advantage on this then?
Yeah, if you want it, sure. Cool. So you save. Let's see. You take half as much damage for this. So, you take 14 fire and 14 radiant damage. And B, you take 7 fire, and then I assume that's probably reduced again somehow, and another 7 radiant.
So it's like 3 and 7. Oh no, wait, 3 and 3, because he's also radiant resist.
If he is radiant resistant, then yeah. But you take 14 and 14. Yep. And then B, it's your
Yeah, I'm
turn.
an Asmar, so I resist radiant.
Oh, yeah. True.
That was hard to avoid.
Yes.
Use my action. I summon my obsidian steed, my nightmare. Can you just pop that in?
Yeah.
And then use my bonus action, I quicken spell. Hold on. How many sorcery points is that?
Nope.
Two. Okay. Yeah. So I cast. Ooh. You know what? I'll do what RJ suggested. I cast a 9th level using my Dragon Touch focus, summon Draconic Spirit. So I've got 2 things up right now.
Oh, that's hard. All right.
Yeah.
Draconic.
Then they both go after me, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm going to say they do. I'm
Yes.
just finding an image for
You
a
just put
Draconic.
2 large creatures. Just
Yeah.
Sorry.
I still have the wild shape. Okay, never mind. That's not a. That's definitely that's gargantuan. You just
Yeah, I'll say this is the Draconic Spirit.
that's should wait. How big is the draconic spirit?
Draconic Spirit is.
It's large. It should be one side smaller.
Okay. Well, then it's a shame that that's such a detailed picture. All right. And your nightmare is right under you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So let's just say, just pretend I'm large and I'm covering the 4 squares, like here.
Okay.
Okay, so the nightmare attacks him.
Mm-hmm.
That misses.
Yes, it does.
I wanted to use it to test if he was resistant. So. Okay, and then it makes, let's say, 4. Well, in Summon Draconic Spirit, it's E20 plus. Yeah, wait,
right.
what is its plus to hit?
So right
Oh, it's my
before.
spell attack modifier.
So right after the nightmare attempts to hit, you see him suddenly like disappear from where he's at and right next to Zutero. And he looks at him and just says, "Quit messing with my head."
The Summon Draconic Spirit just flies over.
Okay.
It's got 60 fly speed, it can make it.
Yeah. So it flies over, and then what does it do? It attacks with a 21 that hits.
Is that okay? 2, 3, 4. Do all of those hit?
Yes.
Okay, so it's special 1d6, so it's 4 attacks, so it's 4d6 plus plus 52. Wait, what? Is that? Hold on.
Let me look at
It's
Draconic Spirit.
it's 4d6. It's 1d6 plus 4 plus the spell's level and piercing damage. So it's 4 times 4 plus. Hold on.
So 4 times 9.
Hold on. It's 4 plus the spell's level and piercing damage. So it's 4 plus 9. So it's 13,
Yeah, 13 times 4 attacks.
which is 52. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 52.
Wow. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be using a shard. Let's try. And it can make the breath weapon. So it's 66. I'll roll that separate. Okay, that's horrible. Because he can make the dexterity saving throw for the breath weapon.
All right, dex save.
Wait, is there a way you can angle it so it doesn't hit Zutero? Like move him down a bit and then just aims it?
Yeah, you can just like, yeah, you can just be above him and angle it downward. That's
Yeah.
fine.
You can make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, he does pass on
So
the
he
dex save.
Okay, so it's 64 damage.
What kind of
Jesus
damage?
Christ, okay. Magical piercing and force.
Is it magical piercing? I think it's just piercing
It
damage.
should be. Seriously?
Yeah, it is just piercing.
Oh.
So that doesn't do as much damage as you would hope, but the force damage hits with pure force, and it does half damage because he resisted it a little. So that's okay. Choose one. When you summon the dragon, choose one of its damage resistances, and you have resistance to that type of damage. So, just so you know, that's a thing.
I already resist both damage types he did, so I
Uh,
already resist fire and necrotic and radiant. So.
choose one of its. No, it has its own
Gem.
damage resistances, which
Oh,
are
no,
acid,
it's,
cold, fire, lightning, and poison.
Yeah, he did fire and radiant already, so.
And
I
or
remember.
it could be a gem dragon, which would
It's
resist
force necrotic psychic.
radiant or thunder.
I choose one of the two, right?
You get to you have to choose one of those when you summon it.
He already did radiant and fire. I'll take gem just in case he's got like force or thunder damage. Those are probably safer bets.
Okay, so just pick one of those damage types.
Yep. Radiant.
I mean, you're already resistant to radiant.
Wait, do I get the resistance? or
Yes,
does it
you
get the
you gain
resistance?
the resistance. The
I'll
the
take
dragon
thunder.
the dragon gets resistance to all of it, but You get to pick one.
Oh,
of
okay.
the
I'll take thunder.
Okay, so you are resistant to thunder, and the dragon is resistant to force, necrotic, psychic, radiant, and thunder. Cool. Now you know it is your turn.
Sorry, reading illusionary dragon. Uh,
Illusory
Let's
dragon's a
do-
pretty fun one too.
Yeah,
this
it's
kid's
like
been moving
perfect
around.
Susanoo from Naruto.
Do I want to try this? Okay. I am going to try to see if I can keep a hold of this kid. It's going to cast Whirlwind.
Okay.
And, of course, every time I click it, it adds damage. Will create a 10-foot radius whirlwind 30 feet high.
Okay.
Till the spell ends, you can use your action to move the whirlwind up to 30 feet in any direction. A creature must make a dexterity saving throw the first time on a turn that it enters or the whirlwind enters its space, including the first appearance.
Okay. Is that a concentration?
Yeah, it is concentration.
Okay. So then you lose your investiture into wind, but you do cast
Uh,
whirlwind.
I had to lose that because I use Hold Monster.
Oh, okay. Then either way. So then, yeah, he does actually fail and starts taking some bludgeoning damage. It's so weird that it's just normal bludgeoning.
Normal bludgeoning.
Yep. But so it
It's
doesn't.
like he's getting hit by the stones
Yeah.
that get picked up.
And it seems like it's just kind of annoying him, but it is doing some damage.
Now he needs to do a strength saving throw.
Okay. He passes on the strength save.
Really could have used.
passes
I
on the
really could
string.
have used him against the fight.
Okay.
All right.
And then bonus action, let's use self and do the. Let's see, bonus action, go away. Anything else I can use? Not spell. Yeah, we'll command the familiar to attack with the bow again.
Okay.
Short bow.
Familiar.
That totally misses.
Yeah, that goes really wide, and it just kind of soars over their heads, and he just kind of looks at it. Yahiri. Oh, and don't forget that you guys get to add a D4 because of bless, but it hasn't been close enough to affect yet. Yahiri, it is your turn.
Okay, if I cast spiritual weapon, does that make me drop less or?
If you're going to cast another concentration spell, it would force you to lose it. But
Okay, sorry, first off. On the bonus action, cast bless.
you already have bless active.
F. What's up? Okay, I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon.
Oh, spiritual weapon doesn't require concentration, so yeah, you can cast that.
Okay.
So you cast spiritual
Can I take
weapon.
the form of greatsword?
It can take the form of greatsword. It can take the form of whatever you want. Spiritual weapon. Let me just make sure. What level do you cast it at?
I'm gonna cast it at 4th level.
4th level. All right.
So
That
if it
means
hits, it'll do.
I think that means it gets. Yeah, it gets 2d8 plus your spell attack modifier.
Would it be 3d8?
So at 4th level you get 2d8 because it's for every 2 levels you get an extra 1d8 on it.
Okay, then I guess seeing everybody else, I can't do anything with it.
I mean, you still have your action,
Okay.
and you can actually do the attack with the spiritual weapon. So you go ahead and make a spell attack.
I have one set up. Okay, I'm just gonna roll a d20 and then add 12.
Okay. Yeah, a 28 is definitely going to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage, which is 2d8 plus your wisdom. So 7. What's your wisdom modifier? 5. Okay, so then you get 12 damage against him, as it is pure force damage from, I think. It's built up. Yeah, force damage. All right, so 12 damage. And then what do you want to do with your action?
For my action, I was gonna keep concentrating on black.
Oh, you don't have to use your action to concentrate. You are just always concentrating on it. You can still use your action for like a cantrip or something if you want.
That's true. Okay. Then in that case, I think I'll do Toll the Dead.
All right, Toll the Dead.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, is he
just
lost
curious. Is this
So yeah, he makes a wisdom save. He passes with flying colors, so it does not affect him. So that is your turn. B, you had a question?
right? Yeah, is this an actual D&D creature or did you make this?
It is an actual D&D creature. I've just tweaked a few things here and there, but 90% of it is a real D&D creature. And it is a decently high CR creature. As I have learned to my lesson. It is his turn. Does he have to do anything at the beginning of Whirlwind?
It says a creature must make a dex saving throw the first time on a turn that enters the whirlwind.
And then what about like at the beginning of its turn, end of turn? Doesn't mention anything about that.
Nope. Or that the whirlwind enters its turn. So nothing on start of the turn.
Just double check one thing.
Yeah. And then
The creature must have.
everything out after that, it just has to deal if he fails.
Okay. But he is just hanging out in that whirlwind, and he is not happy at Zutero for messing with his head. And he tries to punch him, and that's definitely going to hit. Oh, that's included. All right, which is going to do a mixture. It's going to do 22 bludgeoning damage and 27. We're going to call it force damage.
Damn it, I
Actually,
should have chose force.
Actually, I think it's probably better to be thunder. That makes sense. That makes sense. So it'll be 22
He
bludgeoning.
breaks the sound barrier.
Yeah, it'll be 22 bludgeoning damage and 27 thunder damage. And then he tries to hit you again, and he does. And that's going to be 18 bludgeoning damage and 29 thunder damage.
Okay, hold on. So I'm still reeling. Hold on. Minus 27. And how much more did I lose again?
So the second attack does 18 and 29.
18 and 29.
Yep. And then it is your turn.
Oh, well, I definitely need to get the fuck away from him. Holy shit. That's gonna be part of what I do. So I was gonna cast darkness on him. And I think I'm gonna stick with that.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, darkness. I'm gonna try. I want to make sure that he can't see. I'm gonna angle it so that the draconic creature can see into the darkness.
Okay. So Salvador, yes, we figured out the inspiration. It is essentially Superman, but we're using the Brightburn version. So it is. They came across this town. It was just absolutely decimated by a meteor storm, and then it turned out that there was a creature amongst them. You cast darkness. That happens.
Give me. Actually, press the button. Here we go. Got the right button.
Okay.
Let me see how. Let me see which slot I used. Hopefully, I didn't use the wrong one. Second level. Okay, good. Oh, it should be second level. What is it? Okay. Yep, there we go.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna bonus action. I want a bonus action. Get away from him. And I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
All right. You cast Misty Step.
And I've
Salvador, you would have made $5.
And I used my movement. Oh God, I figured. Nuts. Okay.
Oh yeah, and then good call out, Salvador. That is 2 leveled spells on a turn, so you can't cast Misty Step as your bonus action.
I counterspell the darkness so we can Misty Step.
You would not do that.
Don't do that. No. So I made a tactical error. That's fine. I'll live with the consequences. You use my move then, and I'm going to fly around and try to. How much movement do I have to get to, say, B?
You're on a flying broom, so I think you have plenty of movement to do that.
Double check. Okay.
As you attempt to fly away, you do get punched one more time. And thank you, Dreadnought, for subscribing. Yeah, he does get. Or do you have some way to avoid the opportunity attack?
Well, I don't think I do. I don't
right.
know.
Then he does. Then he does hit you, doing 22 bludgeoning and 26 thunder damage.
I'm down.
You are down. The darkness disappears.
What?
I'm down.
What? Wait, how much health do you have?
28, so I'm down.
I mean, it was a lot of damage that he just took. So
that rancid shit. Oh.
he did take like somewhere around 70 something or 80 something damage in one round. So
Okay.
he goes down. B, it's your turn.
Drop concentration on the summon draconic spirit. I go over here.
Okay.
Quicken mind sliver action. No, but I was saving this for a quicken mind sliver action. Hold monster.
All right. So quicken mind sliver and action hold monster. So which one are you doing first?
Mind sliver.
All right,
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. What's your spell save?
21.
You wind up doing it, yeah.
Okay, and then hold monster. He has to minus a d4 from it.
All right. And that's a wisdom again.
Yep.
This is going to be close with that minus d4. Let's see. That was. I'm trying to think. I got to re-roll the thing because I missed the thing. So that's right. Is DC 21.
Yes.
He saves.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs. All right.
Breaking it all out.
He gets to roll it again. He still passes.
Fuck. Okay, my nightmare. I get off my nightmare,
Okay.
and then my wait. Hold on. If someone is moved away from another person, are they like if he's is forced movement cause opportunity attacks?
Forced movement? Usually no, depending on the
pretty-
situation.
Okay, the nightmare grapples Zutero and drags him over to the our cleric.
Okay, that's fine.
Brings him over to the life cleric. Then
So-
I'm just gonna stand right here
So he drags him over to our life cleric. You stand defiant.
behind him, like further away from
Okay.
the Brightburn.
Yeah, so he drags
Kill
him
him.
away. And then you stand defiant in the face of this Brightburn style enemy. And
Is he immune to fire and or necrotic damage? Let's see issue. Ooh. You could be immune to it or resistant to it. That's bad. Then it's
thank you
also
for
bad.
subscribing, Denzel.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, and you still got to roll the damage for that mind sliver.
How much is it?
I think it's pretty minimal, but
18th level, 4d6 psychic.
oh, that's still a decent amount. Yeah, he looks like his head is just suddenly pounding.
Yeah, I just got in your head. Attack me.
Okay, he is definitely focused on you. I love the aptly timed beeps. You know you're up.
Man, this kid is incredible. Monster kid.
You know,
It's
I
just-
considered maybe, knocking, like killing him and then maybe reviving him later to try force him to help me. But no, I'm vaporizing this kid.
Spell these spells. No, not worth it. Okay. Let's cast Crown of Stars.
Okay, that's a solid spell.
And then
And
The bonus
Salvatore,
action,
yeah, there's technically a kid in combat, and you're not around, even though you've been the one like kid fighter. But yeah,
bonus action, I will use one of the stars to attack the kid.
all right, yeah, that's gonna hit for 33 radiant
33
damage.
Radiant.
That seems to do a little less damage than you'd hope, but it does still smack him.
Still
So
does
he
something.
He resists radiant.
Yes.
Does he resist fire and necrotic?
I'm going to say yeah. Say he
Yeah.
resists it at all.
What creature is this?
One that
Hey,
just
wait,
Is
works
he like a
very
totem
well.
barbarian?
He is not a totem
I have no
barbarian.
resistance to fire, so
120 feet. Okay. Let's go.
He is above a CR 19. I will give you that hint.
Okay.
oh. Okay.
So yeah, that was my action and bonus action.
Okay. Then Yahiri, it is your turn.
Okay, so before I get to the heal, would Cycle of Life and Speed Healing both take effect, or is it?
No, the circle.
like-
I think Circle of Life just happens automatically, right?
Yeah, it adds 2+ spells level, and then Supreme Healing does max healing.
Yep. So you get a whole lot of life given. So
So
you don't even have to
Sure.
roll dice. You get to just know what the maximum is and just give it. Plus your preserve life, giving even more.
okay, so Cure Wound at 5th level.
Cure
So it's
wounds at 5th
40
level.
plus
Yeah, just do the
so
math.
50.
52. That's a lot. All right. So Zutero, you get 52 points of healing.
Thank you. Healing for the win. All right.
And then for my bonus, I will have my sword take another swipe.
Yeah, go for it. There's a nat 20, so that means you get to roll.
Oh,
You get to roll 4d8 because you
Ooh.
critted.
Crits.
Ooh, that's pretty solid. All right. That's 18 force damage coming his way,
And
plus your 5 for the wisdom.
I'm also.
Yeah.
And also, he should be taking another D8 for Blessed Strike.
Ooh. All right. I think that only.
No.
2d8.
No,
that-
2d8, right?
no. Your blessed strike
Okay, right.
only comes into effect on cantrips, I thought. Or it'll only.
No, it does for
Let me double check.
cantrips and attacks.
Oh, and melee attacks. Yeah.
So it would be 2d8, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, it's still. Yeah, I mean, this is a spell attack.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So you saved somebody's life and you hit with a decent amount of damage all in one turn. Now it's his turn, who is not too happy about anybody standing up to him as he's staring down. But even before his turn, he just stares at you with these glowing eyes. And before the turn happens, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw B.
21.
Yeah. So you
And I
pass.
resist both damage.
Yeah, so you pass, and it is going to be. It would
It's like
only
a
be
quarter damage.
Yeah, so it's going to be 12 cut in half is 6 cut in half again. So you get 3 fire damage and 2 radiant damage. Then his turn actually activates. And what is your armor class?
17.
Yeah, so he punches you square in the chest.
If I use shield, would that +5 help?
No, it is
Okay.
it is a direct punch to just straight to your sternum. Like if you weren't resistant to thunder damage right now, you'd feel the wind knocked out of you. As he punches you twice, it does 22 bludgeoning and
Cloak of Displacement. He has disadvantage.
Okay.
I always forget about that.
All right. Both attacks still hit.
Okay.
So
But if I use shield, would it help now?
it would not.
Okay.
He does 24 bludgeoning damage and 29 thunder damage for the first strike. Then 22 bludgeoning damage and 30 thunder damage for the second. So after your resistances, that's 24 plus 14 plus 22 plus 15.
I'm alive, and I'm actually still doing pretty well.
Yeah. Then it is Zutero's turn. You are currently prone, but you are now alive.
Okay. So that's a movement, I take it, or I just activate my broom again. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm still not in a good shape, so I'm definitely keeping myself away.
I mean, you got
Well-
52 points of healing. That's pretty solid.
For me to get into melee with the guy, or to melee. Let me double check and cast etherealness on myself to protect myself, or I can cast protection from good and evil and good. I've got a couple of different ways to deal with to ward against him in a way that I have not previously done. So I'm more that.
Up next.
If I step into the border of I remain in the border field until the duration until you use your action to dismiss the spell. During this time, you can move in any direction. If you move up or down every an extra foot, you can see and hear the plane you originated from, but everything there looks gray. Can't see anything more away. While I'm playing.
If you want to get on my horse, I could send you to the ethereal plane where you're safer for now.
Yeah, I mean, I could do things like put glibness up, but glibness wouldn't circumstance because it's more about that would be more for if he were a mage. So I'm more concerned just about making sure I'm like capable of. I think I'll be more conservative here, though, and I'm gonna whatchamacallit, cast. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was.
Flames.
Can't remember. Good and evil, yeah, that was it. Okay, and I'm gonna cast that now.
All right, you're gonna cast plane. Oh, protection from good and evil.
Because he's a celestial.
Yeah,
He's gonna be protected.
you definitely get the vibe that he's a celestial. There's no doubt about that. So he has a disadvantage on all attack rolls against you.
Good. I do have guesses about that. I'm guessing that he's one of like the 5 that I listed in the chat. One of the because those are all the celestials listed on D&D Beyond that are above 19. Just putting that there that I went and took the time to research that for a second.
Actually, there's one on there that you haven't put down.
There is. Okay. There is. Let me double check that. I mean, there's the archaic. That's like an 18 though.
Only 2 of those resist both damages I need to do. Like, only 2 of those resist. The Aurelia and the Veiled Presence both resist the damage types that I need to do on him for massive damage.
Veiled, that Aurelia, but bladed
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's either.
Yeah, as Salvador's calling out, either way, it's all outside knowledge that would be like super meta. So
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I couldn't help but have it above the table. Second
So I
there.
would do the action anyway.
Available to me, and I'd like to dole them out right now. At least dole one out. I want to give the person right next to me, the healer Yahiri. I want to give him a bardic inspiration
okay.
because next to me.
All right, so you used your action to cast protection from evil and good, and you gave a bardic inspiration as your bonus action. Do you want to do anything as far as movement?
Movements, get in the air.
All right, you grab onto your flying broom and just you are more like you don't even take the time to stand up. You're just like hanging on, and it takes off.
Just on the ground, grabs the broom. Whee!
Yeah.
Just hanging on the broom in the air.
And then that brings us to Bee's turn.
Bonus action, hex action. I throw my iron bands of Valaro at him.
Oh, and Yahiri, it's worth noting that Yahiri is female. But you throw your iron bands of Bolaro on him. What do you need to do to make that happen? Is it just throwing it?
I make bonus action. No, I give him an opportunity attack.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Okay. If I switch my sword out from my shield, would that be an action or a?
Yeah, it takes an action to equip a shield. Putting your sword away is free, but it's always an action to equip a shield, unfortunately.
You know what? Hold on. Let's see. Some more. Gotta look at my Asimar rules. Using an action. Using an action. I throw my iron bands of Bolaro at him.
Okay.
I just have to make an attack roll, I guess. So.
Yep. He gets to make an attack roll for that.
That hits. Bonus action, Hex.
Okay.
Strength checks. He has disadvantage on breaking out of them.
Okay.
Right. Does he make the check to break out on his turn? I'm pretty sure, so...
Yeah.
That would take an action, so even then it would keep me safe for now. Unless he attacks me while he's restrained, he can still do that.
Let me double check something on the iron bands of Bolaro really fast. Iron bands of binding. Iron bands of binding. Magic item. You make an attack roll with the dexterity modifier to restrain them. It requires a DC 20 strength check to break it. Let's see. Okay. As soon as you do this, it's like he disappears and appears right behind you, and the bands fall to the ground in front of you.
Can I just pick it up then, I guess?
Yeah, you can use your free action to pick it up. He used his legendary action
Shit.
to get behind
Oh.
you.
Okay, so he's something with a legendary action.
And then
Bonus action?
you used your bonus action for Hex.
Yeah, but wait, so did he... heck, okay, yeah.
So
Well,
then,
yeah, let's do this.
all right, yeah, now it's Yuno's turn.
Wait, no, my horse has to go.
Oh, yeah.
I have my horse. Move Yahiri out of the way.
All right. Yahiri is moved.
Hold on, where do you want to go?
Yeah, Yahiri, you can point the horse in a direction.
Yeah, I don't want him to get an opportunity attack on you, so just the horse drags you out of the way with its 60 fly speed, so it just grapples you and then it... He can make an opportunity attack on the horse, I guess. Or, no, wait, the horse would be... Yeah, no, the horse would be where Zutero is.
Yeah, so it should be
under
fine.
him. So it will grab Yahiri and it'll... Where do you want it to take you?
Yeah. Seven motes to the
What's that
left.
looking like for?
All right.
But no,
He
7
has
motes
7
left.
crown of stars. Crown of
Yeah.
stars.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was thinking of squares. You
Wait, it's
hear,
a bonus
Yeah.
action. Right?
yeah. So Yahiri, you can point the direction that you want the horse to take you.
Okay, then I guess like. Okay.
All right. It pulls you that direction. Zutero, you are straight up in the air. You are nowhere near in danger. Yahiri is pulled off to the side and leaned up against the side of this building very gently. And then you know it is your turn.
Okay. Bonus action will send a mote out.
Okay.
Do any of you guys have a way to make me get advantage on attack rolls? Like restrain
Oh,
him in
yeah.
any way? Anything?
Restore balance. I can get remove disadvantage from you.
Because that would really help for what I have planned next.
That mote from your crown of stars does not hit.
Yep. And then action, I'm going to move the whirlwind so that it
It activates again. Yeah.
activates again.
And he has to make a strength save.
Dex first.
Dex. All right. Yeah, he passes the dex.
So 21
21
bludgeoning before his resistance.
Yep. And then he gets to make a strength check? Or no?
No.
Okay.
Only if he fails the dex.
Okay.
I believe so.
Then Yahiri, it is your turn.
Let's see. We'll start with bonus action to
Actually, I'm
hit him
gonna...
with a
okay, you know what? Never mind.
Yep. So you hit with your spiritual weapon. You miss with that. You swing pretty wide as it was kind of like it was near where he was, and it tries to scurry over to where he moved to, and it just misses.
Okay. Then let's hit it with a third level guiding bolt.
Okay. Third level guiding bolt. Go for it.
Alright, so let me see if this hits.
That 24 does hit.
Alright, and it's how much for 2 levels higher?
Let me double check.
Sorry, double check.
Guiding
So,
bolt.
Third level.
Okay.
At third level, it
Jesus.
is an extra. So, yeah. So we got 1d. So a total of 15. 15 radiant damage, which he does resist, but it's still going to be helpful in a lot of other ways because it does also give advantage on the next attack against him.
Yes.
Cool. Then at the end of your turn, you see he kind of like grabs B's face and tries to like burn into his eyes.
Oh.
Oh, he tries to Homelander me?
He does. I
Okay.
need you to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Oh, my constitution is plus 15, so no, I save.
Just in case you crit fail. Yeah, you managed to save. You shut your eyes and like move your head out of the way, and it like
And I still
basically
resist it, too.
you,
So.
you get a little bit of a haircut, but that's about it.
Okay, so, okay.
As he was trying to blind you, but didn't work. Then it is actually his turn as he tries to do some punching. Ugh. All right, the first attack, he like punches way too low, and you see this
So he
opening,
missed one attack.
and you can strike at him with
Nat
a melee
one.
attack. He
Ooh.
did do a nat 1, so you get to strike at him with a melee
Okay.
attack.
With
using your-
advantage.
Yep, with advantage using your reaction.
How about that?
So you stab at him with your dagger.
4th level Divine Smite.
Okay.
Does he resist the radiant damage? Or
He-
the necrotic damage that like comes from the dagger and the...
You see the piercing stick in. It doesn't pierce as deeply as you would think. The radiant doesn't do as much damage as you would think. And the necrotic damage from the dagger does nothing.
Ah, god damn it, the hex was absolutely useless. Okay,
So we got 9 piercing cut in half. And the radiant is.
I should have
cut
used
in
my...
half.
Okay.
So that's.
Hold on, summon draconic. Yeah, no, nothing. And then, yeah, that's about it. Is the second attack he has hit, or
The second attack does hit.
did he roll at 22 or higher? Oh, wait, no, I already used my reaction. All right,
Yeah.
How much damage?
It is 21 bludgeoning and 22 thunder.
Half?
A half for thunder because you're. Oh, actually, you're not resistant to it anymore because you don't have the demonic spirit act.
Oh,
The
crap.
draconic spirit.
So
So,
22 and 21. So 43.
yep, 43 damage.
Oh, this piece of... Oh, no. Okay, I might actually be in trouble here.
And
Oh,
and Zutero, it is your turn.
God. See, this is why I wanted to make that one wish. See, I was right. Zutero, see, this is... Oh. Ooh.
We could work that out, I think, but I think that could wait. Metagaming here, we could later. Metagaming, we could work that out later.
Yeah.
All right. That's not for now. Right now, we are in the middle of a combat situation. And then I was Bardic Inspiration because you wanted extra advantage. And I'm that, I think, but I might instead spend a healing word on you.
Oh.
That's fine by me to figure. So, going from here, let's see. I could try again with the whole person. Like I could try and activate telekinesis. See if I could use something to throw against drain or throw. Be contested strength could most likely break that. I could.
I have an idea.
After you said that, I have an idea now.
I'm so glad because like I just got like absorbed into watching how y'all were playing through. First time before I went into this. Let's see. So darkness. Right. Oh yeah, I wanted to do something that would hold him in place.
Question for you, RJ.
Hmm.
Where are these rocks at from the meteors?
You can find one probably within 5
Wait,
to
were
10
we
feet of you.
supposed to use? Oh my god! Wait, why didn't we?
Like, where was the crater that we were next to?
You can probably see one around here, and one would probably be over here.
Okay. Just make sure, because, like, the whirlwind picks up anything that isn't being carried or worn.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I was like, maybe it picked up the rocks.
but that would also be metagaming, just in case you're thinking like, oh, I'm gonna pick up those rocks and stab them with one.
He did ask us to put. He did tell us to put them down.
Yeah, he did tell us to put them down.
That is true.
Hmm. Okay.
I want to use this like this saving this.
So Zutero, what you gonna do?
Bad.
Yeah, my problem is I'm not built as well in the situation as I would like. I do
Do you
have.
know, seeing this kid just take radiant
He's focusing
damage,
on me right
necrotic
now,
damage,
which is probably
bludgeoning,
honestly no. I
piercing.
Let's have.
why did we just send him away? He could have probably murdered, like, compared to how strong Ainz was, he would murk Ainz. Like, he would rip that guy in half. Why didn't we?
He's weak to banishment. He will be weak to banishment, actually. We could do that for a minute. We could try banishment. Something I'm up to do.
Actually, could you plane shift him to the Abyss? I do hate Farazdan, and I don't like that guy. Just he lives in the Abyss now.
Okay.
Just that would be nice.
I could plane shift him too. Whatever you think is better.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm just either
How long does
that
it
or I
take to
pull out
plane
my
shift?
plan I was going to use on the Conqueror.
All these plans window as soon as we get punched in the face.
Yep.
How long does
Yep.
plane shift cost to cast?
It is instantaneous. You went up to
Oh.
8 will. It's for willing creatures. I can use this to banish an unwilling creature to another plane. It's this last. It's instantaneous. It is just a banishment. It's just plain banishment to another dimension. We don't see him until we figure out a way back to our dimension. I don't like that. I like banishment
Yeah,
better.
I don't think that's gonna. I don't think banishment will work though. It's just Well, would it?
Metal rod
Wait,
worth
he's a
at least-
celestial. He might just go back to heaven. We just won't see him anymore.
Hold on. Okay, one other thing I need to mention. It requires worked metal rod worth your gold pieces attuned to a particular plane of existence. I don't think I have that, so I'm not going to do. So I don't think.
Plane shift only works on willing creatures.
You have the green kryptonite. Use it to teleport him back to wherever he's from.
It could work on him because of the charisma save. Charisma
He's
saving
failed
throw.
every charisma save we've said so far, haven't we?
Another charisma banishment at him, so we could better plane. Okay, that's what I think is the best idea for us right
So
now.
just go
It's
for whatever you want to try.
really banishing. I'm sorry to keep you waiting there.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is he? I have a plan, but it's gonna take a sec.
Charisma
I
save
cast-
for banishment. He
Hi, Blue Sen.
passes.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs. All right. He still passes.
DM inspiration.
DM inspiration. He still passes.
Other DM inspiration from the DM I sent you. No, I don't get that yet.
No, you don't get that one yet. And hey, Blue Sen, Yeah, so they are essentially fighting Superman, but
Damn
it's
it, damn
basically
it, damn it.
Brightburn instead.
We are being vaporized.
Yeah.
He's just immune to all saving throws at this point.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
So
Every saving throw makes him stronger.
Zutero, do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
Power word kill? Nobody has that. You put power word kill in Cardomancer every time now. Just that's our new thing.
Power word kill wouldn't work on him because he's probably not even bloodied yet.
Oh.
You haven't heard.
Ooh.
I'm
He
not.
hasn't made a single comment about his HP. So.
Nope.
He resists everything. Okay. I know what I'm doing. My turn at least.
Okay.
I'm gonna. By the way,
Zutero, what are you doing with your bonus action?
I'm gonna cast healing word at.
You
yeah.
can't because you use banishment.
Oh,
Right.
it's fine. I'll be fine. Meow.
Most of my. Ouch.
Action. I take out my shield. Put away my sword. Remember a while ago I asked you if I could buy a tattoo, spell roll tattoo?
Yeah.
Yep. Can I use it? Quicken spell it and then choose radiant damage.
Sure. What does it do?
It's Spirit Shroud 5th level.
Spirit Shroud 5th level. Okay.
And then I'm just gonna. You get an opportunity attack, but I don't really know. But I should try keep damage focused on me, right? So then. I'm gonna go over here. Yahiri, do you think you could like. Yahiri's on my nightmare, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can control it, so you should be able to go in, heal me, and then hop to the astral plane safely. So, with the nightmare's action. So, do you think you could maybe do that? Or
Yeah. I guess.
okay, because I could use some healing. I want to keep the damage focused on me. So yeah.
And Blue Sen, your comment on blocking the sun, I was really tempted to be extra mean and make this creature absorb and get healed by radiant damage, but I felt like that would be way too much, so I decided not to.
What?
Just a regenerating.
You just hate us now.
I said I was tempted to do that. I didn't do it because I knew it would be way too brutal. You're already fighting a very strong creature, so.
It's an Aurelia, by the way. I'm pretty sure of it.
So what you gonna do? You casted Spirit Shroud.
Yep. Quicken spell. And then pulled out my shield. That's my turn. I
Okay.
need some healing, please.
Okay. At the
Yes.
end of your turn.
Oh yeah.
He's-
Also, I give. Let's say. Yeah. No. I'll give the advantage from the silvery barbs. I think
Okay.
that he would get. Yeah. So he can use it for his next attack.
At the end of your turn, he glares at you, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. DC
Oh
23.
my god.
You fail.
Can I take the advantage instead?
I mean, you're resistant to all the damage, and I just rolled
Yeah,
really
but like
bad.
I'm pretty freaking low on health.
I mean, you already gave.
No, keep it.
Yeah,
Keep
you
it.
already gave it away, and trust
won't
me,
be.
it won't be that bad. So you're resistant to this damage either way. Even though you failed, it was only 6 fire damage, cut in half to 3, and 13 radiant damage, cut in half to 6.
Help me.
You know you are now up.
I die on my next turn if he attacks me. So.
All right, so this bonus action, Crown of Stars.
Why do we all do radiant damage?
And I think this is the perfect situation that we have somebody like Yahiri a life cleric to save the day. Don't forget.
21 hits.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, 21 does hit.
Okay.
So we got roll the damage for it.
Doop.
23. All right, and that's cut in half, but it's still pretty good.
Saying you hear it when
Still
if you have the
working.
nightmare.
And then action. Oh, man. I want to keep doing this, try to restrain this kid, because he is just saving everything.
You could do it. That would help me a lot, actually. For what I have.
Or do I summon something, try to get the No.
Is Bless still up?
Yeah.
It blesses still up,
Okay.
yeah.
Phew. Okay, that helps. Next round. Just one more.
Okay, yeah. I'll action with the whirlwind.
All right.
So, Dex 19.
He passes.
Yep, and so he takes.
25.
Come on!
So it would be 25 damage, also cut in half because it's just bludgeoning. So
He's probably resistant or something.
it is 12.
God.
It's still a decent amount of damage long term because it's like a long term spell.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'll move closer to where that
Yeah, actually,
crater is.
yeah. Actually, Yahiri, since you're on the nightmare, if you heal me and then you could like probably run over to Zutero or Yuno and like send two of you guys to the astral plane to like keep you guys safe.
Relevant question. I know roughly how much health B has right now. You know, how much health do you have?
85.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna like one shot us all now or something.
Just good
Yep,
to know.
he-
Does he
okay.
have power word kill?
That's good to know. I think that was a question I shouldn't have answered.
Yep. So Yahiri, it is your turn.
Yep.
Heals. Please.
You see B is basically like bleeding from every part of her.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the math. One sec.
Could have used an extra tank today, for sure. Thinking out loud.
So, we're gonna mass cure wounds.
Okay.
That's
81.
8th level. So I think that's, let me see, so it's 48 for the spell itself, 5 for the modifier, and then 7 for, actually no, what's it? 2 plus 8, so plus 10, so actually it's 63 plus healing.
So everybody gets 63 points of healing.
Sick. Okay.
So I figured just 2 people don't really need it.
Oh
More
yeah.
of,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh god.
So that is given to yeah, that's given to Zutero and B. Yeah. So you get a bunch of health back. Let
Also-
me
I take the horse over.
let me see how he feels about it. Okay. He can't really tell that you're healing all this stuff. He's not as smart about it. What do you oh, and you want to swing with your spiritual weapon?
I'm gonna do that, and then I guess do what he said. Take horse over there. Help. Is that over there?
That D20 is not gonna hit for the spiritual weapon.
You can use my horse to like teleport you somewhere safe if you want. Astral plane, I mean, or ethereal plane, whatever.
I mean, he hasn't gotten hit yet.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
The horse now. Wait, since I control the horse, can the horse try attack the Brightburn kid then?
if you want to, yeah.
I need to know.
It won't happen. It won't happen till its turn, but yeah.
Okay. I'll have it. Yeah.
So at the end of that turn, he was kind of pissed at getting smacked over and over again and was less paying attention to B because B was like basically running away and throwing a shield on. So
Right.
he kind of initially thought B was about to die, and out of nowhere he just appears next to
Upper. He teleports.
Yeah.
No.
Uh,
No,
and
you
it's
should've-
it's right at the end of that
Ethereal
turn,
Flame.
and then on his turn, he does. Inoculations.
You know what's your AC?
It all depends if he hits.
Oh, he definitely hits with a nat 20.
Oh, yep.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs. All
Even
right.
if it hits, it's still like not a nat 20.
Yeah, now it's not a nat. It still hits, but it's not a nat. So we've got. He looks squarely at your chest. And he's like aiming directly for your heart.
Oh,
He tries to burn into your chest and he deals. He still hits.
okay.
But does. It's a total of 35 damage between a mixture of radiant and fire, burning into your heart. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I want to clarify, I'm keeping his dead body when we kill him. He's my suicide bomb. I mentioned this before, but like my main complaint with D&D is there aren't enough suicide moves.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna carry him around in like a bag of holding, and if I ever die, I'll cast like resurrection on him or something.
The burning does not make its way deep enough through your flesh to pierce your heart.
Woo!
This ability specifically, if you fail the con save, you die.
Oh,
What?
It is,
Oh!
and this isn't even something I made up. This is part of the creature.
What creature is this?
It literally has an ability that does a bunch of damage and then forces a con save. And if you have fewer, it forces a con save if you have fewer than 100 hit points.
It's just
oh
power
no!
will kill.
I didn't have less than 100.
Oh my god.
You didn't have less than 100 after that damage?
No. Oh, after the damage, yeah.
Yeah. So after the damage, if you have less than 100 hit points, you have to make a con save. And if you fail the con save, you just die.
Check this
It is-
trainer.
And I dropped Whirlwind.
Okay. Whirlwind is gone. Then it is the end of his turn. He only gets one attack if he uses that ability. So, Zutero, it is your turn.
Old monster.
Like a whirlwind of action. And I just got into researching last time, and I'm back, but I'm back now, and I want to make sure that well, both me and B should be much better off right now, so I'm not concerned about going to heal them right away, but I try to make sure we can find a way to save our guy here. I have not tried any. I'm considering that right now.
And yeah, Blue said that's essentially what happens. It's just like a disintegration eye beam. I look, you die.
Let me see if I can upcast Phantasmal Force. I can't. Got one use of Spray of Cards I can do. That helped this out last time I used it, for sure. And we could always try and see him. It is a dex save. He'll probably succeed. It's a very low dex save. Same with the Fireball if I use that, because I have those on a necklace.
Throw the entire necklace at him.
We could try that. Yeah, we could try. I could try and throw the rest of it, and then we could buy a new one. That's not. I don't have an issue with that. I want to make sure that if I do that, I am not. I'm not gonna hurt in the process.
So if you want to go ahead and throw your entire necklace of fireballs at him, you can. we'll just do a quick attack roll modifier. Like you just get to roll an athletics check, we'll say, and see how good your accuracy is.
You have good athletics. It would be almost the same as if I were using my short sword on him. So my magical short.
So if you want to use your action and throw your thing of fireballs to make sure you hit an appropriate spot that would not envelop, you can go ahead and make that athletics check as your action.
I say go for it.
Screw it. Do it.
Do it.
All right, DM. I'm just gonna make sure. Use my bardic as a. You can call this an ability check because it is.
Yeah, it is.
Because I'm using it. I will use my last bardic inspiration. And if it more than what a bless can cover. All right.
Okay. And how many beads are on it? 6.
So this would be a
6 fireballs. All right.
Bless. Hang on. Almost a second. Oh no, Whirlwind's back up. I forgot about Bless.
Oh, okay, cool. So Whirlwind is still active, but you throw your thing of fireballs. Go ahead and make a athletics check.
15.
Yeah,
12 is 30.
you definitely find a good spot. Part of the fire does get swirled up in the whirlwind, and it looks really cool, but otherwise it's ineffective. Otherwise, you do hit the bright burn enemy, and you hit him with 6 fireballs.
Give me 1 second.
How many?
Find out right now.
Yeah.
Fire.
Even like.
So
We'll see.
let's see how many. Let's see, 8d6 times 6. What's that? 8 times 6.
48.
Yeah, it's 48. So you need to roll 48 d6. So just type /roll space 48 d6.
Yeah. Slash. Sorry, I can't remember these numbers.
So it's /roll space
This is I'm
48.
gonna beat my record, actually.
Yeah. Then you roll the 48, then the letter D, then 6.
Let's see if it beats the record, the 240 damage record.
Hold on, I didn't put it in right, so it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, it's
How
just
do I write it?
so it's
/roll space 48 d6.
Yeah.
Come on,
40.
beat the record. It would be awesome if this if
48 d6. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
166
okay.
fire damage. That
does
is
he resist it?
Let me double check. He does not resist fire.
Does not
Okay,
resist
well-
fire. Okay.
Does he die?
Not
He-
a fiend.
He does die as you kill
What?
kill Brightburn,
Oh, well, I
aka
just kind of wasted my spirit shroud then.
Brightburn got killed by fire.
Yeah.
Oh god.
which was
Oh god, that was horrifying.
which was a solar, by the way.
Okay.
I'm gonna dash over and I'm gonna just. Is there anything left of his body?
It is like a charred husk of a corpse. It is not really
I'm
much.
putting it inside my bag of. No, but I put it in my bag of holding.
Okay, it is.
All right.
Make a sleight of hand check as you attempt to do so.
Is the mask still there?
The only things still there are the mask
Why?
and a cloak.
Ooh.
As you attempt to pick it up, that 12 does fail the check, and most of what's left of the body does crumble to ash.
I have wait. I used silvery barbs earlier. I have advantage. Huh.
All right.
And a roll 1d4 from bless. Okay.
Okay.
That's 24.
All right. Yeah, you
Bardic
very.
inspiration.
Yeah, you can use your bardic inspiration of another d12 if you want.
I have one more. I have one more, and just burn it.
So you very gently pick up
31.
what is essentially just a charred torso, and very gingerly put it into the bag of holding. There is a mask and cloak still there.
Do they have anything to do with fire?
Identify.
'Cause I would like those if they have something to do with fire.
One of them, the cloak gives you resistance to radiant as well as normal damage from non-magical attacks. So radiant, bludgeoning,
What about the
piercing, and
mask?
slashing. The mask gives you... It will give you advantage on intimidation checks. And makes you... Oh my god, all that shit in the beginning, I didn't even notice that he's immune to being charmed.
Oh my god.
But anyways, I think
I was looking for the creatures. I'm like, which one doesn't get charmed?
yeah. So, yeah, so I got to think of what...
The mask does.
Yeah, so the mask...
Look, after all this, we deserve a good item. Come on, please.
Yeah, all right, I'm going to find one from the actual list. Because that was
Legendary or artifact or something.
I kind of wish I knew that he was before I. Did he get hit by radiant before I cast Crown of Stars?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I smited him.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! I should change that type.
All right. Ooh, actually, I think I might have...
Tablet of Reawakening.
Or is it specialty?
This does have a strange pattern on it that when you identify it, it does appear to have the materials necessary and the design of the pattern allowed to imbue one person with a Blood Fury tattoo.
Oh.
What is that?
Oh my god. Let's give this to Jackson.
We're giving we're just loading that guy up every tank thing that we could possibly tank him with. Huh. We could give it to him. Yeah, it wouldn't be the worst idea.
Or I could take it.
You could. You're doing.
Yeah,
You did some,
because I could stack it with my smites on crates for massive damage.
Yeah. So just so we
I'll
know,
untune from the
the cloak with all the resistances does not require attunement. The Blood Fury tattoo does require attunement, and for any of those at home that don't want to look it up, the tattoo attunement makes it so you get bloodthirsty strikes.
now.
So the tattoo has 10 charges and it regains all expended uses daily. And when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you expend a charge. You can expend a charge to deal 4d6 necrotic damage to the target, and you regain a number of hit points equal to the necrotic damage dealt.
Okay, how about this?
Hey.
Zutero, can I please? I'm asking Zutero for the tattoo because he killed this thing. I think he.
And
getting
also,
that-
this tattoo makes it so when a creature you can see damages you, you can expend a charge and use your reaction to make a melee attack against that creature with advantage on your attack roll.
double checking. DM. Does the tattoo act as an attunement?
It does.
Okay, so how many attunements do you have? Do you have a free attunement slot open? Is what I'd ask, but yeah, you can take it. You can absolutely take it. I'm gonna take the cloak though, because I want those resistances.
Can I have the tattoo? I'm asking permission from Zutero.
Yeah, he's granting you permission for the tattoo.
Okay, I lose the cloak of displacement and I get the Blood Fury tattoo.
Okay.
Definitely.
Also, can I go? If I roll high enough persuasion, do you think Ainz would give me a tablet of reawakening?
Maybe.
Use on the body, because I
But-
did give him the Eye of Vecna, and I feel like he scammed me.
He did scam you a bit, but
Yes.
He's probably
Okay,
gonna
so-
hold on to that.
No, like you can keep the Eye of Vecna. I just want a tablet of reawakening.
Yeah, he's gonna probably hang on to that tablet of reawakening because he has a tendency
Aw.
to lose those guardians.
Okay, I mean he probably has a wand of resurrection.
Probably.
Well, he
could-
does have a wand of resurrection. He has it in the Overlord. So
Yeah, but
he also has a wand of true resurrection in Overlord. Which is,
he has plenty of items that resurrect, but he needs all of them.
I tend not to be this forward.
What if I tell him the Conqueror would be like, this would be.
He'll probably just
Nah.
think that he can take care of it. What were you gonna say, Zutero?
We could. I tend not to be this forward and on top of people if I can help it. But we could try to persuade him to, or persuade somebody of relevant or equivalent stature, or some similar or somewhere in the similar background, that where in which we could try to get
Spell
replica.
scroll of true resurrection.
We could get spell scrolls. We could get. There's all kinds of different ways we could double up on the kind of information, on the kind of utility that he has, and the kind of abilities that he has.
Yeah.
Actually, I have an idea.
Once, but
What if
We're saving
we resurrect him with like raised deads, then you use glibness, then you convince the kids to just help us against the Conqueror, because you know this guy's trying to steal all the towns, right?
I mean, goodness would
Every
still be
town.
it would still. I think like the DC that RJ was setting up was something. It looked like it was for for anything that involved convincing him of anything. It looked like it was something that was what
Yeah.
considered impossible. So words toward from very hard to impossible.
Legendary.
So we do
I
got.
just he's so strong. It feels like a waste not to try and capitalize on that.
Yeah,
can find a way-
but I mean, you guys were able to beat him.
We could
Yeah.
bring him.
With
bring him-
like an item that's a one-time use, and you literally use the item differently to how it's normally used.
Well, I mean, you had dealt him 178
Yeah.
damage after all of
Yeah,
his
but like
resistances.
that's
crazy.
yeah, but like that's not how the necklace of fireballs works. So
We could bring him to
Yeah.
Ainz.
yeah, normally it'd be like, oh, 6 beads, it's 6 level fireball. But no, you made it 6 fireballs.
Yeah, I know. I probably should have done it a different way, but I liked the idea of it and it sounded fun. So,
Yeah. So just what if I
Favorite-
trade would it be what if I trade the Dragon Touch focus for a tablet of reawakening?
I think that's I think we shouldn't do that. We
'Cause
should.
I get an 8th level slot. The 9th level slot is
well, you can figure that all out off screen.
Yeah, we could.
Anything else anybody
feels like a
wants?
waste not-
Anything anybody wants to do on screen before we wrap up for today?
I want to make sure we get most of the towns okay. Everybody okay. I also want to address any additional role playing we can do. That would be
Wants to collect the rocks.
Exactly, Blue Sen. I know you guys are trying to break the game.
Oh my god, yeah, the rocks.
Yeah, so you start collecting the rocks.
See what's so special about these rocks.
Yeah, they do tend to be like glowing rocks. As you collect most of them, later when you bring them back, you can have them analyzed, and they do emit a strange mixture of mostly necrotic energy,
Oh my
but that doesn't affect most people, it seems. You would have to try and figure out a use for it.
Actually, a 7th level spell scroll of regular resurrection is only very rare. We could just buy that, and when he's revived, he's pretty weak, so we could take him out. So, I buy a 7th level spell scroll of resurrection.
I mean, if you want to just keep resurrecting him, who is already really pissed at you.
Yeah, I'll resurrect him once. If no, he's like my suicide. Have you seen Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah. I mean, some of it.
Yeah,
not
he'll
all
be
of it.
like Maharaga. He's Maharaga. There.
I mean, yeah, you could. He literally has an ability to look at somebody and they die.
Yeah. So if I ever die, my last action will be resurrecting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever,
And then he could
yeah,
go
I'll
on a
do like
rampage
big-
just looking at people. Just
Yeah,
throwing that out
but
there.
like-
totally
Yeah.
innocent bystanders. You just like, and they just be like, hey, what's up? Oh, you're dead. Like an entire village just died because you're like, I want to see what can happen if I resurrect this dude.
So the rocks
Oh,
don't
yeah, that's fair.
affect anyone, but they emit a necrotic energy.
Yes.
Necrotic. Think we could like raw materials or something, or help them out of it.
Maybe
That's an
weaponize
interesting
it?
idea.
Yeah, we could weaponize it.
You might be
That's
able
what
to.
I'm thinking.
maybe
You can commission an artificer.
I just
turn it into
Okay,
a
you're going
necrotic
crazy.
blaster.
Yeah. I mean,
I just
It-
Just focus the necrotic energy.
I need you guys to make a collective arcana check.
Oh, cool. Awesome. That's great.
good arcana.
And good job on the medicine check
okay.
for the
I do bite a
villagers.
scroll of resurrection.
Okay.
Just,
Oh, I have advantage. Okay.
no. What?
Good job on the medicine check for the villagers and for everyone. As you start checking through most of the villagers, you're able to save the majority of them. There is a significant portion of people that are just too far gone when you showed up, but you were able to save them in general, like the core amount of the town. Which I initially called Tiny Town, but it's Smallville.
Okay.
It's what I came up with on the fly, so you got to give me a little break for that one. And
Tiny Town. Does Tiny Tina live there?
yeah, and then you restore Disciple of Life, preserve life, choose any creatures within 30 feet of you. Okay, and you're able to sort of like group together all the people that are like on the border of dying, and you use your channel divinity preserve life to really get them all stabilized, so you save an unreasonable amount of people even with minimal healing distributed around so many people. And then you use mass heal for an extra 700. Yeah, you basically save the entire town except for anybody that died prior to you getting there. And yeah, Blue Sand, I miss that show too. I actually rewatch it more often than I'd like to admit. Smallville was a fun show. And so yeah, and you're using Raise Dead to save anybody that already died. So yeah, you save literally an entire village. You get inspiration as a life cleric saving an entire town. So yes.
Woo! Way to go!
And with the Arcana checks that from Zutero and you are able to figure out that with enough of these stones that you've collected, you get one dose of an item that you can throw at an enemy. And when that item strikes an enemy, it makes them vulnerable to necrotic damage for the next attack. For the next time they take an instance of necrotic damage.
My dagger does 3d12 necrotic damage.
Yes.
Wait, from like any necrotic?
From any necrotic damage. So if you deal 1d4
For just the
necrotic
next
damage,
attack, though.
yeah, the next time they take necrotic damage,
Can
they are
I-
vulnerable to it. So if they,
Can I take it then?
so if you just deal a d4 of necrotic,
Or is that...
they're just going to be vulnerable to that 1d4. But if you deal
I
a
have the
crap
Blood
ton,
Fury
it'll be a lot.
tattoo. Yeah, I have the Blood Fury tattoo, and my dagger does 3d12 necrotic damage.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, looks like I need to get a necrotic
Yeah.
spell so I can
Yeah.
describe that.
Yeah, so do we each get one, or...
No,
how
you
many?
have one use of it. You're able to
Oh.
refine. It takes a whole bunch of the stones to get one use.
Ah,
Yeah,
Cast creation. No.
What would happen if we would stab the kid with one?
It would have removed uh, his immunity to
You
it,
serious? Oh,
Oh.
come on. Okay.
and it would have also removed
would've been-
his resistance to radiant, just because it's
Seriously?
specific to him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But
love that.
So-
I love that.
yeah, but in general, if you use this on somebody who is resistant or immune to necrotic damage, it just brings it one level down for that next strike. So if they don't
That's
have
all.
any resistance, they become vulnerable for that next time of necrotic damage. If they have resistance, they go to normal. If they're immune, they just get resistant.
Okay.
Let's agree right now. We're going to save this for the Conqueror.
Yeah, okay, how it is. We throw it at the Conqueror, then I quicken Booming Blade Blood Fury Tattoo with my 3d12 necrotic damage dagger.
I like.
Boom.
I'm loving Blue Sen's commentary on Yahiri's healing in the town. Of just like, you get to live, you get to live, everybody gets to live. You got your head blown off? Don't worry, I'll buff that out. You live
Or
too.
does somebody else... If anyone else has a better idea for it, then
I mean,
I'm open to suggestions, but for...
Throw it, and I can hit him with a fireball necrotic.
Is that... Oh, right. Yeah.
And
Ooh.
at that point, probably be
Yeah.
9th level, so 14d6.
Yeah.
Something like-
9th level Meteor Swarm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, grab Prismatic Wall. That way your Meteor Swarm can do any damage type, and then just...
I mean, he's already
Meteor Swarm.
a scribe wizard, so he can change it
Yeah.
at will. So
Yeah. No, it has to be of... you have to have another spell of
Oh,
that
yeah.
level do the same type of
Yeah,
damage.
I just need to go grab like a lower like necrotic spell and just be like, there you go.
I think it might actually have to be of the. You have to have one of the same
Of?
level.
Oh wow.
Yeah, just grab Prismatic Wall. That does every damage.
Yeah,
type, I'm
so
pretty sure.
like you just snag
So
one
your
spell
Meteor
that
Swarm
does
can
a
do
whole
any
bunch of
damage,
different
yeah.
types. Yeah,
Meteor Swarm, Prismatic Wall, yeah.
yeah. So like things like having
Right.
like Dragon's Breath becomes infinitely more useful because you can suddenly deal any type of elemental damage.
Yeah.
So with that, Yahiri has literally saved an entire town while everybody else is just dicking around with items, and
We're just looking at stones.
yeah, you're just checking out stones, becoming a gemologist, and Yahiri's just like, "Hey, I'm just busy saving people here," and yeah,
Burning healing word.
Yeah.
High level heal.
yeah,
To help out.
and Zutero's just like, "Good job, get better, folks," and like everybody gets a few points here and there, but Yahiri's just like literally bringing people back from the dead.
Much he pretty
And
much
yeah,
necromanced wizard, necromanced wizards,
Holy re-
such out necromancer.
Like you're night water.
Does Cartomancer
Yahiri,
need, just wondering, does Cartomancer need, the material component?
I think so.
No,
No, okay,
no, it doesn't.
No. Okay.
No.
all right. And Yahiri, what were you gonna say?
I could also, I guess I could like card wish a greater restoration on the people or something. I'm just thinking.
He
Wow.
could, but Yahiri, you were gonna say something.
Well, just the same when we were saying all the healing. I'm like, we're just like floating in the air, hands racing the skies, radiating. Holy shit.
Yeah, so you're just like hands up in the air, just like, all right, I'm healing so much. It's like in Dragon Ball Z when he's like trying to gather as much energy for a spirit
right.
bomb, but instead you're just like healing everybody and using every ounce of energy to do so. So
Right, yeah.
Reverse spirit bomb.
yeah, exactly.
Roll with me. I got an idea.
Do you make the wish that I asked you to? Oh, sorry. We'll save that for later.
We'll save that for later.
Who? Someone had cloak of displacement.
Yeah,
Me.
B had cloak of displacement.
I'm getting rid of it for the Blood Fury tattoo, though. So
Can I pick it up?
yeah, sure.
Of course.
I think that's great.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah, fine.
Then we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's session. You saved an entire. Yahiri, like 80% saved an entire town by himself with a little bit of help from Zutero and the town doctor. And then you also defeated essentially Superman.
Yeah.
Who somehow, in every way possible, saved almost every single save DC.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he does.
That's why I want him.
So
He was
No.
the ultimate challenge.
I mean, he had.
Yeah, that's why I want him.
As you're going up against higher and higher
Yeah.
level enemies, a lot of them have magic resistance, which is what he had.
I am so
Yeah.
scared of this conqueror now.
Yeah, I know too, cause he's probably strong.
Yeah, a few people have guessed as to who the conqueror is, so we're still gonna keep it under
Nobody
wraps for
said
the.
it was a D&D content creator. Anyway,
So and with that, we're gonna wrap up today's session. I hope everybody had a good time that played, that watched, that anything. I was very happy with how that fight turned out. And thank you everybody that tuned in and anybody that was involved in any way, shape, or form, even if you're viewing this weeks or months or years after the fact. I hope you all roll at least 3 nat 20s in your next D&D session.